Mark, thank you so much for joining us.
Yeah, super stoked to be here, Paul. Thanks for having me on.
What do you mean by uncommon?
Uncommon, I mean, it's essentially the opposite of common. Um, and what I mean by it is like to live a life that is extraordinary, and extraordinary for me is to be completely free, like free of any bodily challenges, issues, injuries, health issues, free of unhealthy conditioning that traps people, mental conditionings, biases, shadow elements, free of essentially any type of limitation, right? See, I believe in my experience in my life is that human beings have this vast untapped potential. And really, what stands in their way is essentially the way that their mind is trained and conditioned. And it's trained and conditioned by all sorts of different mechanisms in society, starting with your family and then your school and your educational system and the people you hang out with, and of course, media. Nowadays social media, but before just mainstream media. We have a say in our training system at Unbeatable Mind that if you're not training your mind, someone else is training it for you, and the results will speak for themselves. And so I wrote Uncommon to help people, right, kind of step out of that trap and to learn some simple principles on how to take control of their mind and their body, mind, and their emotions, and to live like completely autonomous, completely free. Now, again, does that mean they're going to be financially free? Absolutely. If they learn the focusing techniques that I teach them, and they learn how to align with their purpose and their calling, and if that's meant to be for them. But ultimately, that's what I mean by uncommon. Being one of the rare few people who actually figure out how to be a whole human, how to end split mind, feeling of being a victim and separate from everything else, and having to fight for what you need in the world, and to find like absolute infinite abundance and power and potential, because it exists. It's part of the human condition. It's actually your natural state. We just block it from ourselves.